Hi everyone, it's story time, and we're reading The Midnight Gang by David Walliams, and we're on chapter 42, and this is called The Escape. Tom had all but forgotten about St. Willits. Even though the boy had only been in hospital for a couple of days, the place already seemed like home, and the other children his family. "Chapter!" called out the headmaster from across the ward. At his posh boarding school, the teachers never used his first name. "Yes, sir," replied Tom. It was as if he was already back at school. "Time to leave, boy," said the headmaster, who was a portly gentleman with long sideburns and little round glasses. The man always wore a heavy tweed suit, a cardigan, and a bow tie. A waft of pipe smoke followed him everywhere he went, and it was as if the headmaster had travelled back through time from at least 100 years ago to the present day. The school prided itself on not having changed in hundreds of years, so the old-fashioned headmaster, Mr. Fuse, suited it perfectly. Matron stood next to him at the end of the ward. "Chop, chop," he ordered. "What about my mum and dad, sir?" said Tom. "What about them, boy?" said Fuse. "I thought they might be coming to pick me up." "Oh, no. They're miles away," scoffed the headmaster. Tom looked downcast. "It was only a little cricket ball on the head, boy," continued Fuse. "It might have knocked some sense into you. Let's not forget about St. Willits' school motto, Nequeria est etinam est tormentus. Translate that from the Latin, boy. Never complain even if you're in great pain. Excellent. The motto was written underneath the school's coat of arms and emblazoned on every blazer. As the other children in the ward looked on with sadness, Tom pulled the curtain around his bed to get changed back into his cricket whites. The boy took as long as he could. He didn't want to leave his friends. "For goodness sake, get a move on, boy," ordered Mr. Fuse. "Stop dilly-dallying." Tom pulled on the grass-stained cricket jumper over his head and stepped out from behind the curtain. "Have you heard from my mum and dad at all?" asked Tom hopefully. The headmaster shook his head and smirked. "Not a whisper. They never call. They never write. It's almost as if they've forgotten all about you." Tom bowed his head. "Come on, Chapter, what are you waiting for?" demanded the headmaster. "I just need to say goodbye to my new friends." "There isn't time for that, boy. Come on, quick, smart. You have a great deal of schoolwork to catch on since you've been in here." "You heard your headmaster," said Matron. "Get on with it." As Tom made his way along the shiny floor of the ward, he glanced either side to take one last look at his new friends. Sally, Amber, George, and Robin all lifted their heads up in a silent wave. "The matron has told me all about your appalling behaviour since you've been here at hospital," said Fuse. Tom said nothing. "A gang indeed, getting out of your beds in the middle of the night. You have soiled the good name of St. Willits, boy." "Sorry, sir." "Sorry isn't good enough, boy," snapped the headmaster. "You'll be severely punished as soon as we get back to school." "Thank you, sir." "Goodbye, boy," said Matron. "I hope I never see your nasty little face again." Tom turned his head and took one last look at his friends. Sally smiled back, but Fuse yanked Tom's arm, and the tall door swung open and shut. The headmaster frog-marched Tom along the corridor, his hand placed firmly on his shoulder. Tom felt like an escaped prisoner who had been captured and was being returned to prison. He had to do something, anything. Sally deserved her dream to come true more than any of the children, and time was running out. The lifts were ahead. Tom knew if he was going to escape, he had to think fast. Within moments, he would be in the headmaster's car, making the long journey back to the boarding school in the country. Up along the corridor, Tom spotted the replacement porter with a large trolley of laundry. The man was standing by a hatch in the wall, stuffing bags of laundry into the chute. Tom knew the chute led all the way down to the basement of the hospital. A child could fit in there, but not a grown-up. The new porter moved off, and Tom realized this was his only chance. The boy wrestled himself out of the headmaster's grasp and ran off ahead. "Come back here, boy," bellowed Fuse. "Goodbye, sir," said Tom, and he took a running leap, headfirst, down the chute. Well, that's the end of that chapter. So we'll have to stop there, but we'll see you tomorrow with chapter 43, which is called The Wall of Black. And I hope you enjoyed that. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.